doing? You okay?
Just real quick, Jim, I'm trying to come up with a kind of quirky way of starting the documentary that will explain how we met you. Can I read you this and see what you think?
Yes.
Okay, in July 2018, I was filming nomination videos for the Western Bartonshire Provost Civic Awards. One nominee, Jim Mclaren, had been put forward for 2 awards, Voluntary Champion and Citizen of the Year. When I arrived at the charity Golden Friendships in Clydebank, which Jim had started the previous year, I walked into the unassuming building and couldn't believe what I was seeing. The energy and joy in that room was amazing. Everywhere I pointed the camera, there were smiles, dancing and lots of fun. I was even treated to a rendition of the club's anthem, a song that proudly states why the club exists in the first place. Jim went on to win both awards, and we have been filming ever since.
And became very good friends.
Oh, thank you. So I think I might just use that at the start of the doc.
Marvellous. Really, honestly, that's lovely. I'm happy with that.
Right, enjoy your night.
Right, thanks, mate.
Cheers, bye.
Very special guest coming here today. Golden Friendships. Laura, how are you? Lovely to see you. How are you, Marion?
I'm good, thanks.
You keeping well?
Yeah.
We've missed you, Laura.
Bet you have.
It's time you get back down here. I've got a surprise for you, and this is what we've got for this room now. There you are.
Oh, Laura.
This is now called the Mikado Suite, Laura,
Jim, that's beautiful.
after you.
Oh, that is beautiful.
So there's 2 very special ladies these rooms are named after. One's Laura Mikado and one is the Sweeney Suite, after my mother, my auntie. Because that very first day, me and my mother were sitting and Laura was the first person that came in, and it was wonderful. You happy with that, Laura?
What do you think? Yay! See, for a mum, for somebody to respect my daughter like that, it's just lovely. And he didn't know me and he asked, could we please name our main hall after Laura? And I just thought that man really means that for Laura. He really, really wants something good to happen in Laura's life.
I was up in Camlaki Community Centre doing a karaoke afternoon for young adults with additional support needs. I remember singing All Shook Up with a young girl with Down syndrome, and I was really enjoying it, and she could see she was enjoying it, and I thought I could do this in Clydebank. I'm coming up here to Glasgow to do it, and I found out there wasn't much of that going on where we lived.
He came back with this idea, and do you think it'll work?
A very good idea.
And that was it, like everything else.
And I knew how supportive
afterwards.
I knew how supportive you would be. I found it easy to approach you.
I was 74 and I was still working, and I decided to retire. And Jim was in the taxis and he hated it. And he says to me one day, he says, I was thinking in opening up a club to help disabled people. Come on, we'll go along to the 543 club. He says, they said they would let it out to us. The first week that he started, there was maybe a dozen people there. And I remember saying to him, Jim, I don't think this will work, son. He says, Mum, have faith.
I can't really remember all of the chain of events, but I do remember sitting with my sons were in and we were discussing it, and it was, how are we going to fund this? How will it work, you know? And the way Jim looked at it was just going to be an afternoon a week that we're going to try this and roll it out, you know?
I'm a support worker to 2 elderly gentlemen, and we're always looking for activities, places to take them, to get them out their house so they're not stuck in. And we saw the Golden Friendship on Facebook.
I'd heard people talking about it. I thought, right, I'll go along and, you know, see what's going on. You could see everybody that was in it was loving it.
People were very vulnerable, and because they felt safe, they could be themselves where they couldn't be outside. There was nowhere else for them to go and feel comfortable with their peers, and so I think that's what the first initial thing was about it.
I went to a special need high school, and then after college there was nothing. For like 18 years I was just stuck in the house because there was nothing to do. My mum and I had looked at different things, looked for clubs and things, and I was too old for this, I was too young for that.
Stephen was diagnosed age 7 with a very rare brain tumour, and through school and early adulthood, social services was there. When he turned 18 into an adult, none of the services were then available for him. So he spent years and years isolated, just sitting in his bedroom, playing computer games, and with that, his mental health really, really suffered.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, you know, you're in a dark patch and that, and it's like a maze and you can't get out, and no matter what corner you turn, that something else happens, or you know, something makes you feel even worse or even more low.
Stephen has sent me letters and texts of goodbye, Mum. And he's left the house, and I've actually had to have the police try and find him.
I found Stephen Coombs' story wasn't an unusual one. There seemed to be a lot of people with additional support needs who were isolated and struggled to fit into the community. And I thought it'd be a good idea to get them together as quick as possible and find out what can we do for you so that they could settle in quicker and make them. We started a kind of buddy group very quick to make sure when people come in, there was people to sit and talk to them and to find out what they needed.
It was like someday just opening the big theatre curtains because there was people up singing, dancing, and just having great fun. And ever since then, I feel like I never leave the place. I'm here 5 days a week.
When you see people coming in there and they can do what they can do, they get up to sing. Some people have no speech, but they can get up there and sing. They mimic, they mime, they whistle, they hum, don't they? Mm-hmm. And they know the words to every song.
Yeah, I was the one. Oh, I was the 'cause you're beautiful. It was just a massive big karaoke party at the beginning where anyone could get up on the stage, and sometimes a lot of people got up on the stage, but I knew there was more we could offer them, and well, that's what we endeavour to do. Listen, we've got another 6 tables and they're flaring off, so there's not much. There's hardly any room in there. So if you don't hurry up, you'll end up sitting on the stage on my knee.
Busier and busier in there,
It's great, isn't it? It's because they all know you.
There's a lot of new faces now.
They all come say to me, "Where's that talent for Drumchapel?" I said, "They're out getting interviewed and they'll be in a minute."
And I don't know how.
Where he gets his ideas
I don't know
where
he gets his ideas.
He just comes up with different ideas
But he
the whole
loves,
time.
he loves what he's doing. Really loves it.
I suppose I could collect my books and get on back to school.
It isn't his nature, because when he was a wee boy, he used to bring somebody with a wee torn trousers, or "Mammy, would you give so-and-so a piece and jam?" You know, he was always that kind of nature.
I'm entrusting you and I don't give many people the key to my heart, but you can have it, my darling.
Patterns like water.
But toothpaste, it comes out of a big tube. What I've found, and I would hate to be patronising because I don't know all the PC words and that, but I just try to treat everybody normal because I feel they're just normal human beings that have got they need different things, and we just treat every day the way I would treat people outside. Come on up, what age will you be? 72? I'm 22 little ducks, 22, you ready? You get out there, I shoot you. Oh, for God's sake. Ashley, we've got a surprise for you. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Happy birthday to you. Come on, Linda. Happy birthday to you. So in November 2018, after getting harassed for about a year, going to take us to Blackpool. Can we go a bus run to Blackpool? Jim, will you take us to Blackpool? We eventually went to Blackpool.
Looking forward to it. Been up from 1 o'clock this morning.
This is the big day. I'm preparing to get I'm trying to prepare somewhere for when I come back for a rest. I think I'm going to need it. But we'll see what happens. This could be the most stressful 5 days of my life. Ready now? When I'm with this group of people, they just make me smile. I was knackered this morning walking about the house and my wife says, as soon as you get there, your golden friendship face will be on and they're the spirit that lights me up. This is my son, Bobby.
Alright, how's it going?
He likes to dress up and do a bit of Buddy Holly singing.
Aye, that's my thing, I love it.
So I need a hat for a journey, don't I? How's that? That is in mode now. You want one?
Aye, I'll have mine and all.
Hold on, what one's the biggest? So, what one fits me?
Saying I've got a big head?
No, I've got a big head.
Alright, how's it going?
Boys, right out there, I'm doing the path.
Come for me to help them onto the street.
That's what they're going to do, don't you worry about that. They'll take him up in that lift, they'll get him to a seat and then they'll put him on the
Hello,
seat.
everybody.
Blackpool, here we come, eh?
It's brilliant that we've actually got a coach for people with wheelchairs and they can get away for a wee holiday. You don't always get that, know what I mean? Won't you leave me?
No,
oh, hello there. Hello, I'm on the camera.
Hey, you're not meant to be so old there. Who loves you, Benny?
You lollipop.
So we're playing bingo, 50 pence a card. Eyes down now for a full house for £8. And do you know what that'll get you in Blackpool? Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
Get on with the game.
All the fives.
Legs 11.
No.
7 and 5, my mother's age. This is a record for the longest game of bingo in history, isn't it? 5 and 6.
56.
The one number before that.
He's up to 90, Joe. He's up to 90, but
Drive over you get that, yeah? I made that enough set.
I'll give you the
Well, we're in 2 buses here today and we're going to try and overtake this other bus. So let's see if we can do this. Let's do it. Gary, let's do it, driver. Gary! Gary!
Gary! Gary! Come on!
The Golden Friendship Club, we say a club, but now we're more like a big family, you know. We've now got adopted cousins and aunties and, you know, all different family members now. It was brilliant. It was just like, we're finally here. We've been talking about this for so long, organising it for so long. It's finally happening, you know, and coming into Blackpool, we were all cheering and, you know, it was brilliant. It was like we passed a milestone or something like that, but it was brilliant.
before actually the Golden Friendship Club, if this song had came on at the end of the day and sang it to me, I would have ran so far out of the room, like quicker than anybody. It actually used to make me so embarrassed and I'd hit already, and Now it's actually been turned, it's like an anthem now, to be honest. It's the best, I want to say a rewarding feeling, because I feel appreciated so much after like all of the members of the club, and I feel like a local celebrity, and this is meant to be my job, you know what I mean, but it's crazy.
I've never seen it, never. And I've worked in care for years, about 10, more than that, years. And I've never even known anybody to take as many disabled people in one holiday.
What was your best photograph you took? Well, the best photograph I took was like sunsets, and that's why I wanted to come to Blackpool with the Golden Friendship Club, because I've got some ideas in my head. Right, you need to show me how you work your camera then. Aye, it's on the wall. That's the motion shot as well, you can get the birds in the shot. But it'll be very difficult to try and get the shot. I can't even see them. Look at that. I can get it on my phone. You can see Blackpool Tower, the pier, and what they call something like this, it's called composition. You can get everything in, it's 9 squares, and then you can get like noughts and crosses. You can get everything in one shot. I can just see the tower and no more. That's a good shot. You missed that one. Could have got seagulls flying up. That would have been a good shot. I think we've got another sunset coming up now. I think the sunset's just about to go. That'll be a better time to come in the summer when you can actually see the people on the beach. But in this weather, you're actually getting cold. And but that doesn't stop me from taking photographs. And I thought, when I see the sunset, get a good eye, and that's me. I'm now going to head back to the hotel and have a cup of coca. Do you want a coca, Gordon? Hot chocolate? I'll let go back to the hotel then. And back to the gang with the Golden Friendship. I say no way, I say pray, friendship,
Thank you, Gordon. Gordon, thank you, sir. Oh, bother. Over that way a wee bit. Over that way a wee bit. To me. To you. To me.
Jim was doing the karaoke and they kept asking me to sing, and I said no, and I thought, I couldn't really say no.
Jim says we're going to have Etta, and she got the encouragement, and we're being a smaller place, and she belted it out.
Lady had been waiting a terrible time in a bus, and the first bus that came along here, it wasn't the one that she was waiting on. So she very innocently asked the driver, how long will the next bus be? And he told her just the same length as this one.
I must say, I thoroughly enjoyed Blackpool. It was a marvellous holiday. I'll never forget it.
So step we gaily on we go, hill for hill and toe for toe.
We were all going to Madame Tussauds. Mary and Chrissy, you genuinely, like, just two absolute belters, do you know what I mean? Like, absolute brilliant people, and like they're just so full of love and joy.
Doctor,
take me out. Now,
Oh,
Mary, look at that lovely boy on there.
Look at that, Don Pertwee.
Kathy, what do you think of him, all right? You want to photograph with him, Mary?
Listen, do you think I would give him a 7? I think I might give him a 7.
Oh, you go, good.
Oh, can I say?
That's 2 goals I got.
2 goals. Oh, hello, how are you doing? We're down here a few days. Blackpool. We're enjoying it. And it's nice to see a well-talented footballer.
Yes, and a lovely smiling face, Mary,
yes,
as well.
and a beautiful hair he's got.
Absolutely beautiful.
See? Listen, there's no Elvis here. There's no Elvis. No.
There's no Elvis? Well, I'm not coming back, Mary.
That's it.
What do you think of that, Mary, eh? That lovely? Eh? Isn't he beautiful? I could take this fella home with me. Come on in, Mary, beside him.
There was this statue that was standing, and I recognised the face right away. Oh, can I say, I've never seen Jim so quiet. He's doing his best not to laugh.
Right, Mary.
Jim's away for a long stone. Oh, he's a rascal, isn't he?
Touch his hand and see what
Oh,
happens.
touching hands.
Touching hands.
Touching me.
Oh.
Touching me.
Listen, I don't want a jelly nose off his wife.
Get in here.
Away, send your ass!
It's lovely to look back on the time we went to Blackpool and think about how well I got on with Mary, you know. Sadly, she's no longer with us, and it's just beautiful to have lovely memories.
I would only tap you, Jim. You're a friend. I would only tap you.
I got to know her through a lunch club that I went to in the town hall. Many's time met for a coffee and things like that. But she was also quite lonely, you know, and that. I mean, she did tell me that she told me that one time we were sitting in Blackpool, and she said, you know, I love coming out and coming to the club, but she said, Chrissy, when I go in and go up the stairs and close that door, she says, nobody knows how lonely I am. You know, a wee bit sad.
Put your hands up in the air.
What a fantastic, lovely, clever, funny woman. It was great. I made a lot of good relationships like that, but they're memories that I'll cherish.
Your feet better be dry.
Right, so we need, we need to unhook that one.
No, I'm going to come back to me a wee bit more.
Okay, hold on.
It's January 22nd, 2019. It's the first day of our Grab a Granny campaign. We're trying to tackle loneliness in this town. Christian's coming today. There he is. Coming today. He's on that side, isn't he?
I first heard about the Golden Friendship Club through a friend. And they said, look, you need to come along. There's 2 guys in here. They're called the Karaoke Clowns. I went, what? Sensational, terrific. I never laughed so much in all my life. And Jim, you know the character that he is, he just held it like a and I thought, this guy's wonderful.
Part of your foot, A-toe, A-toe, part of your foot, 80.
And he said, would you come along and sing? I said, aye, of course I would, Jim. It's a smashing here. I'd love it.
I think social isolation is one of the biggest illnesses because it leads to depression, it leads to all sorts of things. So if people come out, meet other people, it's something to look forward to. It's a new lease of life.
I know what you're all here to do. You just want to make sure I'm still alive. Really.
I say, I remember me and John were singing Danemer Karaoke in the Pearson Institute over in Govan, the big hall. Oh, it was massive. And I turned to Christian and I says, what's the biggest venue you've played? And he says, the Royal Albert Hall.
Crystal ball on the table, showing the future, the past.
He said he would come and do the first gig. Oh, it was fantastic. I thought, we really knocked it off here. And the place was mobbed.
All I had to just was just one look. My heart began a thumping, baby had a trumpet, for you more than a comfort in my little red book. You're more than a one-night stand.
It took my breath away. I thought, wow, it was just wonderful. Sue's is terrific. She really is.
Singing it helped me because singing is my problem myself. Singing helped me a lot.
The beginning of 2019, we found out that the building had been owned by the Masonic Lodge, but they didn't have enough members, so they were talking about merging with another Masonic Lodge. So we had a chat with Jim, the board members, to find out how much it would cost if we actually bought it, and could we make the money to buy it.
There's what they're all after. Look at that. And there's the lady herself.
Nice.
They seem to all be wanting them, Shug. And they're worth about 250 quid.
Why?
Disney exclusive.
Are they?
Right at the bottom. Tells you on their feet.
Nice. Well, we had the chance to buy the building. We thought we'll do a big fundraiser. We'd done it in the Berdonmore Hotel, and we could showcase the talent in the club. And we thought we'd make our special guests that night, Etta and Anne.
I remember when I first came and everyone was built them, I sat in the corner and never moved. And it kind of made me feel as if I never felt I fitted in at all anyway. Right? But in here, I feel as if I can be me. I don't need to put a face on with anybody.
She's bought this red dress. See later on, nearer the end of the night, when we're maybe starting after the band.
Christopher.
Can you play Christopher, Lady in Red, and I'll get her up for a dance?
Oh, aye.
I've never been anything like that before. And when Jim asked us to go, I would have had nervous about going because of how I felt at the time. But that day was the most amazing day in my life. Going to the hairdressers and get my hair done, and then getting picked up and brought to the hotel, and the dance was amazing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
How
Oh, that's
do you look?
lovely. Oh, you look gorgeous, Etta.
Wow.
It doesn't really.
Get this hair out.
She's my best friend, has been for many years, and she's what I would call a true friend.
After you. I am my first one, I think. How do you like Denise?
Etta! Etta!
Well, love it, my boy.
What a night the ball was, by the way. Like, I can't even explain to you. Robbie and Stephen kicked off the night to perfection, absolutely smashed it.
I'll do the town with a smile on my face, thinking of her and all that her reason. She bangs, oh baby.
At the end of the night, Matthew Kelly got up and he done his usual wee number, Forever in Blue Jeans. Oh, it was absolutely brilliant. So happy to be part of it.
Everybody dance! Up your feet, everybody! And if you pardon me, I'd like to say we do okay, forever in blue jeans way. Love you all, God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Kelly!
Where we are now is I've had meetings with the committee here that own the building, the 543, and we've got to the 30th of June as the deadline, and we really need to raise £100,000 by the 30th of June, but there's some stuff that's needing imminently
done.
And the purchase of the building is £80,000, and the £20,000 is to make the place watertight as soon as we can, because there's 4 holes in the roof.
The main thing was the fabric of the building. It would let us down.
Leaky
the
roofs. But it never stopped the enthusiasm. Do you know what I mean? There's one day and water was running in, and it was over in the corner. Was it the far corner? It was running the seat. All we did was move the table, and they didn't want to go home because it was that. I don't think we once closed the club when anybody was in it.
No.
So we've got a £16,500 start. So now we need to come up with ideas on what we're going to do.
What we need to do is rather than we're all doing everything we can. I spoke about it before, about getting everybody that wants to be associated with the Golden Friendship to a meeting in there when there's nothing on, right? And we do a talk to 50 or 100 or whoever it is that all turns up and say, right, we need to raise £80,000.
The word was getting out and it was gradually building up, and then we'd find out, oh, somebody's given a good donation. So it was wee lumps of money and we were getting there.
All right, guys, we ready? Thanks very much, everybody. We really appreciate your support and your help doing this. I hope you have plenty of fun. We'll come back here and we'll have a party. All right? Let's enjoy ourselves.
One of the biggest fundraisers we had was the sponsored walk. This was the people who use the club participated in it. It was their way of being able to give, to help purchase the club.
Today, it's about raising funds so that we can buy the building. We will hope to have it by June. There's hundreds walking today. It's not just this group. There's groups going up the Humphrey, there's groups all over the place. This one is really close to my heart because I believe in the Golden Friendships. I believe in what we're achieving and I believe in what we do here completely 100%. As everyone does that's walking. It's not easy for some of them that's walking today. It's very, very hard. But they're still doing it because they believe in the club.
I felt happy to do that again. So I make more money, help them this club if I can.
One girl in particular, she came up and gave me £1.80 and she says, I got my 2 friends to sponsor me. And she was as proud as punch, and I was as proud as punch of her as well, because her being involved and being able to contribute and do that walk, that is important to me, her contribution as anybody else's.
I will walk 500 miles, and I will walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Jim, remember the last day before the money was due and what happened?
Oh, after we'd been trying so hard to get all the money, we were actually £7,000 short. And Tony Hanlon, Tony owns Hanlon Builders, and he'd gave us a right few quid up to this point. He phoned me to say, how are you getting on? Are you near your target? I says, Tony, I'm £7,000 short. And he came over with a cheque for £10,000. And we managed to raise another £1,000 on top of that for the £4,000 solicitors' fees. Amazing.
Okay, pal. Morning.
That day, Jim was high as a kite.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Oh, Frankie. Handsome Jim. How are you, my pal?
He was excited like it was Christmas morning. All his Christmases came at once.
A gentleman handed this in last night for the wall, and he done this painting. So all we've got missing is Alice, Gordon, Martin and Mary.
Oh, that's...
Now I'm going to show them that he's ready. That's you, Mary. He says I painted a picture of 4 of the loveliest people in the club.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm no happy, I'm no on it. So that's going up on the wall somewhere in the club. Well, this is the day we opened the club. We've been trying to raise £80,000 since the start of January, and we managed to raise the money. And that's my, excuse me, it all started at a lady at school, and this was my school teacher, Mrs. Conboy. She's my teacher, and this is her sister.
Oh, sister, I'm
And this is her daughter, Maureen. Now, what happened at school was, Maureen used to chase me around about the playground because she fancied me. And I says, Maureen, I've no time for you. I prefer your mother. I fancy the teacher. Thanks very much for coming today. It's great to see you, George.
Was he always a charmer?
Absolutely. Nicest guy in the planet. Yes. Well done.
See you later. Thanks for coming. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mums and dads, aunties and uncles, grannies and grandpas, a very, very good welcome to you. I'm going to hand you over to the young man of the moment, Mr. James Mclaren. Please put your hands together.
Thanks very much. Listen, I'm amazed to see so many people, but thank you all very much. It's a big day for us. The first thing I want to do is, this is Jamie Stevenson. Jamie let us use the 543 for the last 2.5 years. And we paid a very minimal charge. All we had to do was fix up bits and pieces of the building. And if we didn't even have the money, they wouldn't have took it. So St John's Lodge Dammuir have helped us come this far on our journey. And I want to thank you, Jamie, for doing that. Jackie and Magda, we're the A-team, aren't we? Definitely. They done all the foreign film and got us early grants. And so what I was wanting to do today, instead of cutting this ribbon, we're going to start doing there, and Manty Molly's going to cut that one. Yeah. And my mom's going to cut that one. Mother, give me the scissors. So listen, thanks everybody and all the best for the future. Come on in.
It's now the Golden Friendships Community Halls. A fantastic turnout, and that means millions to me. I mean, Jim's an amazing guy. He's very understanding. He gives good advice. He points us in the right direction.
Finally got a pool table and a PlayStation that, because before we had to put it away, but now we've got everything and we can do what we like in it.
In a little hut like this.
Oh, it's a big moment. I'm just really happy with it, what we can do in there now. We can do what we want now. Oh, it's changed my life, and like building a big family together, and there's all thanks to big help with Jim Mclaren, so he's done quite a lot for us.
Nice to see you! To see you! What do you get in this game for 2 of your kind? What do you get?
I'm really pleased with the big opening today. I would like to see a big improvement inside the club as well. Once we've got everything all settled out and get the club, the money towards the club fund.
Is this going to take a long season? Higher than a 3! Oh no! I can't even believe it. Susan, whose fault's that? Whose fault's that? Everybody, it's all your fault. You should tell it to go lower.
Raising the money to buy the building was hard work. It's going to be harder now, because not only do we need to raise the money to do the building up, because the building's not been touched in a long time, so it needs things like a new roof, it needs new kitchens, it needs new toilets.
I mean, bare necessities or modern nature's recipes that bring you bare necessities. necessities of life.
This is probably the biggest challenge of any of our lives, but we are so dedicated to the golden friendships that I can see this happening. It will happen.
But just to the bare necessities of life. Yeah, man! Let's hear from Marty! Think about Marty! Think about!
Right away we opened 5 days a week and we decided to start running some dinner dances.
I would say since the club opened, Alan relived his youth that he never had. It just totally transformed Alan. And I actually spoke to his family just the other day and I was like, what would you say about the club with Alan? And they says, how did Jim know what Alan wanted in his life? As a young boy, growing up, Alan sat in a corner, didn't speak, and he would just rock. Jim gave him time, everybody did. But I don't even know if Jim knows how he done that.
Our main objective in Golden Friendship was to try and tackle loneliness and isolation and get people back into, get some socialisation in their life and get them in the club, mixing with other people, rebuilding relationships, finding new friendships, getting companionship, just getting people together and trying to make them enjoy themselves when they're here. And the club had really booming now. Clubs went every day and then we had every season, we had Valentine's dances, Easter parades, we had fancy dress parties with the kids coming in the summer holidays.
Mother, see if you don't leave me, I won't sit your arse. Sorry, that's my mum.
My great-granddaughter was in the house last night with Jim. She says, Nana, he says go and sit in your arse. I said, what? I said, well, see the next time he says that, I'm going up to scalp his mum.
We were putting shows on, reminds about in free Christmas dinners. It was wonderful. No matter what we'd done, the place was getting mobbed. It was brilliant. And then bang, COVID-19. Everybody was told to stay in the house. Everything we'd done got reversed. The whole world stopped. And we had an empty club.
Yeah, when the news came in of COVID, it was pretty devastating for the club. I actually initially thought, well, that's it. We're going to shut up shop, but Jim was having none of it. Instead, he organised a meeting with local groups in the area and how we were all going to coordinate. Jim had all these chairs all lined out in the hall, 2 metres apart and everything like that. We knew there was going to be a lot of help needed in the community and we would be part of that. We ended up making up sandwiches and food parcels basically, and then people started to donate more and more and the place was full of food and biscuits and, you know, tins and pasta and stuff like that, and we were just making up other stuff and it was just a whole different ballgame. It was amazing.
It was a long time in the kitchen making sandwiches that night. We were there for months, weren't we?
Yep, aye.
The camaraderie in the kitchenette, it was fantastic. The banter we used to have together and all that, wasn't it? It was really, really good.
So we're in here, this is going to be called the Sweeney Suite in the future, this suite, after my mother and my auntie who have been here since day one and they're still here, and both pensioners. And we're going into what's called the McArdle Suite now, after Laura McArdle. She was the first ever girl that came to the club, and we've named this room after her. And it's usually mobbed. If you look at it today, empty. But what we've got is we've got acts coming here, and they're going to do an hour each, a session each, and they're getting filmed and recorded. And we're going to, this is the bunker now for the crisis we're in, so these are going to be the bunker sessions.
Oh, see still matter. Oh, see what you have done.
We contacted all the local artists that we knew and people that were singing. A friend of mine, Gary Carson, Gary knew a lot of people, and between us we got all these people together and we filmed them all in the club. So we started sending these out on Facebook these hour-long videos.
But there's something about the way you look tonight. Baby, change. I've said all I wanna say. Going around, way down, think twice about it. Really jump into the shangling sound of the music. Hey, hey, rock it to the music.
Hope you're all joining in.
Hey, rock it to the music. Rocking every night and day. Hey, hey. Every sunshine land as we ran with the gang
Do-wop-a-doo-ba-doo-ray. The connection that people were watching the clips that we'd made in their houses and send them back to us, so we were managing to keep these relationships alive, which was marvellous.
Let's see how loud you can get.
No,
Come on, louder than that. Let's hear you now. Lift it up.
One person, for instance, be Robbie's mum, put on a message. Could you please all keep messaging Robbie, because this is what keeps Robbie going, because he's used to been out and about and then he was shut in one place more or less. So people were just looking for something to help them through that sad time.
Anxiety started, mental health get impacted on it too.
I was like, well, I'm back to square one. Again, I'm just sitting every day, all day on my computer chair.
I said, Shuggy, we need to get to them. How do we get to people?
That was when we started to learn how to work Zoom and cameras and stuff like that, and we had a big screen behind us, so that meant that I could take the shot with 25 people and fire that up, and they could all see their faces, and then I could isolate one picture and I'd put them up, and Jim would simultaneously say, "Good evening, John," or Betty, and that, and then their picture would come up on that, and it was just amazing. That same feeling like you get in the hall when people go up to sing, they're special, their picture on that just made it for them, you know it did.
When lockdown happened, it was quite confusing. You really didn't know what was going on and how long it was going to last, but I think one of it became real when we lost one of our members, Derek Blair. Derek was a very, very popular young man in here. He was very well liked.
It's a sad day today, having to say goodbye to Derek. And I'm going to miss seeing you about in the club. As golden friendships, we remember and celebrate the lives of those who were sadly lost through the years from golden friendships. They're never forgotten.
They got up and sing songs in memory of their friends. This was such and such his song, and this was his song, and this was her song. And they still talk about people after they're gone. Their memories will definitely live long in here.
And Derek Blair sang 500 Miles because that was Derek's favourite song, and he used to dance as well in the club and sing, of course.
During lockdown, Jim came up with the Red Ramp events, specifically aimed at wheelchair users.
I believe Red Ramp events, which we're trying to achieve, we've had this discussion. We don't know if it's the first in Britain, the first in Europe, or the first in the world.
The biggest problem we had was the building wasn't accessible enough, and they had a local builder, Paul Neeson, who was already in the building, doing some voluntary work for us, which was great, and asked him if he could help us and look at the building to get it designed to be fit for purpose.
And then keep a bit animate and a wee sort of bit there. Hello, Jackie and Margaret. I'm missing you up here at the club. I'm feeling a bit lonely. I'm getting excited about the old Red Ramp events, and I know a lot of the preparation and the refurbishing of the club, you did a lot more input if you were allowed to do it. I really miss you being about the place. I would never be doing Red Ramp event if it weren't for you two. You've been a total inspiration to me. Ever since the day I met you, you've just shown me how it is to be strong no matter what your situation is in life, and you're always fighting for somebody, and I couldn't be more prouder to know you. You've been great friends of mine, and I hope you get back here soon enough. We're going to make a wee video clip to let you see what's going on, so we can maybe get a bit of input. If you see anything that you think might need changing, you can let me know and we'll sort it.
Jim, if you can go up there and take that tape to there, right? I mean, the great thing is we've got a great space to work with here, Jim.
Right. So if you're in a wheelchair, I don't want people banging into people, see coming by and people bumping into people in chairs. No. There's enough
handles.
That's still leaving loads of room there for
that's great. So what
one
we
or two wheelchair people.
8 metres.
That's loads.
That's great. No. Jackie and Masira will want to sit there all night and nobody will get to the bar. Because he's always wanted a lower bit for his wheelchair, sit and get his wee malt whiskey. I've never been looking forward to it as much as the first night of the Red Ramp event. It's just an exciting thing.
Aye.
I love even talking to this. That wee bit down there has just made my day. We went into a restaurant, me and my wife and Jackie and Margaret Masira, and the waiter kind of, because he had to take 2 chairs away. And that night I says to Jackie, I'm going to change that. My ambition is that we have a venue where they come in the wheelchairs and there's no chairs, and I'd love to see a waiter going, I've got to go and get them 2 chairs and try and turn it right in its head, and then I'll sack him, because I'm not having that attitude in here.
You take it from the leave the car, right onto the pavement, it's one level. As soon as you enter this building, you're then on one, with the difference of maybe 1 million, 2 millimetres here and there, you're on the one level. 5 fully functioning, regulated, disabled bathrooms.
What you're actually producing here is the difference of somebody being able to have a night out or not being able to have a night out in these premises. Dinner dances, theatre shows, no worrying about squeezing by people, the table, the room, we'll make sure it's fine. But see, the toilets, you can have the biggest dance floor in the world and loads of room for them. If there's no facilities to go to the toilet comfortably, there's no night out. So this is great,
That's
Paul, what you've
biggie.
done in there up to now, is it really... So see that day you came in to bring me in 200 Easter eggs as a donation for the club?
Aye, it was the worst day of my life. No, I don't think there's been a day went by I've not been in since. Yep.
You find a lot of toilets have got the wash hand there, but over on the other side's the dryer.
The dryer.
So you've got to use wet hands, turn the wheelchair round to get the dryer.
And your walking
And
sticks
it's
or
just,
whatever it is.
you know, it's silly things. We know it is only 13 months since we bought it, but we've lived with it.
Yes.
I think that's the thing.
It's just, for me, it's not just around the disabled toilets, which is amazing.
I know.
It's just the whole club. It's actually just seeing the major change that's been made to a fabulous building, but it was old and it was tired, and it's just renewed it all. It's just renewed it all.
A building's a building at the end of the day, but it's the people in it that are going to make it, oh, this is so welcoming. And I feel as if I'm a part of society. Because a lot of people do feel isolated, that they're not.
Yeah, they come in there.
And it's not only disabled people. I mean, I'm talking about elderly or anyone, because they're left on their own, their family have moved away, they don't have anything. So it's a family gathering in a big scale.
Absolutely. 3 years yesterday we took over this building.
I know.
And here we are. So,
Oh, look at this.
let me
What
sit
a
you see, what do you think
difference.
of the bar?
I cannot believe it at last.
A bar that suits
I've
wheelchair
got a
users.
bar that is.
I'm going to get in let you see what we've done in here.
Right.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a difference.
3 years yesterday we bought the building. I remember we met up in Clyde Shop Mobility.
That's right.
That's right.
So I need to ask you the big question. Does the bar meet up to your standards?
It certainly does.
Certainly does.
Yep.
It's well
Certainly
done.
does.
A lot of hard
Margaret,
work
can I ask
and dedication.
can I ask you one thing? Are you worried that he maybe spends too much time here now?
No, because I'll give him the money.
Oh, you're a dear. Pam, how are you?
Hello.
Oh, it's great to see you. How are you, Matthew? How are you, pal? Okay. Oh, this is Pam, and this is Matthew. They came and joined us through the pandemic. Amazing, they just turned up and then we were closed. So what we done was, we ran these Zoom nights and Pam and Matthew joined us on Zoom. And that's how we got to know them. And they're fantastic members, all the way from Sheffield.
Matthew worked as a kitchen porter in an old people's home, and he worked there for 22 years. And then the nursing home changed hands and different people took over, and there was one guy that took a dislike to Matthew, and I didn't know because Matthew was too frightened to tell me, but he was getting bullied quite badly, getting blamed for everything, having his shifts changed at very little notice, called stupid, called useless, until one day I said, "It's time you were getting up for work." And he said, "I can't take any more. I've had enough. I can't take any more. I just want to be dead." And then it all came pouring out with tears and all the rest of it.
And Matthew and Pam joined us every Saturday night online on the Zoom entertainment nights we had.
We both sat here on this chair squashed together with the laptop in front of us, and we were made so welcome because Jim kept flashing our face up on the big screen behind us, which thrilled Matthew to bits.
Thank you. Right, here we go. 10.
When it started opening up again, he blossomed. He started laughing, which he hadn't done for ages. He loved going down there, so much so that half an hour beforehand he was sat there on the sofa with his shoes on and his coat on. Are we going yet? Are we going yet? Are we going yet? And it's only 5 minutes down the road.
It is an amazing place and staff are amazing and everybody's amazing, even Jim.
Even Jim?
Yeah, Jim is the most funniest person I've ever seen. I've made quite a new lot of friends here. And on a Tuesday and Wednesday, we do bingo and they struggle, so I jump in, helping to show the numbers and what to do.
56.
And we all mix together and chat and things.
It saved my son's life. Pure and simple. Saved his life, saved his sanity, saved my sanity, and gave him a reason to live. He's gone from a sad boy that was on high-strength tranquilizers to not needing the high-strength ones anymore and looking forwards to going out instead of sitting in his room all the time, self-harming his skin. And he just has a reason to live.
So when Matthew and Pam came and joined us at Golden Friendships, Matthew settled in very quickly and he got friends very quickly. And then we tried to concentrate a wee bit on Pam and see what we could do. So Pam, we introduced the group, the Knit and Natter group. Found out she was quite good at the knitting, but very good at the nattering.
I went in on a Monday morning and took my knitting with me, and I'm thinking, I'm going to be Billy No Mates here. And this lady was passing with a cup of tea and she says, "Oh, come and sit with us." And I thought, oh, great. So I sat down and immediately they took to me. I was sort of part of the group. I was accepted. It's not just that group, it's all the ladies shouting across the room to each other. And then Moira's trying to teach everybody to crochet and Mary at the side of me. Oh, her crocheting was absolutely hilarious. It was just a mass of holes, but all the holes were in the wrong places.
Again, Mary, I know. I'm telling you, you're going to become a star before you're
Girls, have you been slagging Mary off about her crocheting? I actually heard that over there and I was appalled, Mary, that they would say that to you. Have you got it with you?
No, I wouldn't go back to it because
So she comes here and makes friends with other people. And she's not on her own, sat in the house on her own. Amazing for her to join in with the activities and the groups. Come and join the rest of us and you'll enjoy the fun and games. Especially when they have the discos like last night. It was fun. And everybody comes and enjoys themselves and we all start dancing and things like that.
I love singing. I like choose what song I like to put and do the song that I want to sing. It's been great. Enjoying it, meeting new friends and all that. It's been really good. And art was my first day and I actually enjoyed it and I decided to come the weeks I chose to go.
What is it, your easel?
Yes.
Brilliant, Jake. Coming all prepared.
I was a bit nervous because I was new, I don't know anyone, and then I speak to someone and I actually fit in quite greatly.
Who's your influence? Is it Vincent van Gogh or Picasso? Or?
Just Jake. Just Jake. I done this at home, and I don't use like phones or anything. I actually come from my mind, and then I just create.
What is it?
A firework display.
Brilliant. And
So
this your firework here?
Yes, I done the.
That's all the wee people?
Yeah, and then the grass.
There's about 50 volunteers now, but we only started off with a couple. It's amazing how it's grown. The more and more people that heard about the club, the more and more people that came to volunteer, and they're all lovely, and they all pitch in.
We're fortunate enough to have so many skilled people and people with life experiences, and everybody brings something different to the place, their own speciality. For me, it's the DJ side of it, the DJ knowledge, the karaoke, the equipment, the lighting, all that. I bring that to it.
We're a good team. We all got on well together. We only talk about each other when we go up the road.
It's unbelievable. You think, oh, another cleaning job. But cleaners, they're whistling and singing and happy. People are just happy to be in the building.
It's a country and western night this night. Aye, it's Saturday night. I know.
Come here 3 times a week to do a bit of cleaning in the morning, and we've got a great cleaning wee group. There's 6 of us, and it's great fun.
Oh, smile for the camera now.
The wee leaflet come through the door, grab a granny, and I phoned Jimmy, says, oh, no, just you're welcome. And that'd be 4 years ago.
Is that you, Barbara? Yes.
And it's been absolutely brilliant. Been a godsend for me, this club. Really and truly. You're sitting in the house yourself and you get really, really, really depressed. And this has been great.
Come, sweet delight. Now you two got your teeth in.
Moya, we're ready.
Right, Jake.
So much to pack up.
Is that you finished?
Yes.
Right, let's see.
So, here we go. 1, 2,
It's all right,
3.
Darren. Wow, well done. Look at Jake's painting, everybody. Wow. Look, well done, Jake. Yay! Did you enjoy doing that?
Yes.
Good. 10 out of 10, I think, Jake. 11 out of 10 next week once you put their wee faces on.
That's the back of the head. You don't see till they watching the fireworks.
Okay, well done. You chuffed at that?
Yes.
So you should be. It's great.
Coming walking.
I've gone walking.
Let's go walking for the golden friendships. Oh, who's shouting at me? The newest member of the team is Billy.
Sing again.
We're all going on
Tell 'em.
a summer holiday. No more. What do you mean, shush?
It's not always myself that comes up with the ideas, is it, Cam?
No, despite it being a couple of months after Jim had just had his hip replacement, I had this wonderful idea that we could do the kilt walk. We're always asking people to fundraise for us. So it was just a way of giving back and doing something as a couple, and it turned out as a family.
Oh, this is marvellous. I feel as if I'm away on holiday. This is marvellous, but couldn't I get a nicer day? Cam, how long is it since Jim had the operation? 12 weeks. 12 weeks. But he sailed through it. Not one bit of pain. No, he's putting a good effort in.
Stay there. No, don't get me this side. No, we don't link.
My love.
Oh, dear. Stop eating biscuits. Put your arm down. We look like we're getting married.
Cam, we've came a long way. Remember the day you met me? Down in Buckland's holiday camp, and you looked over that counter and I was emptying all the rubbish off the plates into the bin. And you were dressed, I remember it, you had a blue skirt on and a yellow and white striped blouse, and you looked at me.
Go on.
And I remember you thinking, he's got beautiful eyes. He's the man for me.
Yeah.
And I remember looking and saying, who's that mad woman there? And you managed to snap on me, you've done well.
Aye.
I come up for 33, you're married at me.
Aye, you look like you're marrying me now. Put your arm down, biscuits.
It was absolutely fantastic when they lifted see when they relaxed the laws. We could start doing the fundraising events again, the dinner clubs, the lunch clubs, the karaoke days, the night time, the singing and dancing. And see, the most special thing for me, people took their masks off and I could see people smiling and being happy again. It was wonderful. Our club members just love when somebody comes in that they recognise his face for the television. They idolise them, they mob them. It's just wonderful, isn't it?
So we started inviting people along to come and perform for us on a Thursday.
Yep, and it's been very, very successful.
There's a way to Amarillo. Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Amarillo. 'Cause we know it's for me. So there's a way to Amarillo. I've been weeping like a willow.
We've had Nicholas McDonald of X Factor fame in the club, and the excitement with Nicholas. And I'll tell you, the best thing about how good he was with our members. He'd sign autographs, get pictures. They loved him that much. We got him in. We get him in regular. He's just part of the club now.
I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside.
Who's going to be there on a Thursday afternoon? Do you know what I mean? I was so confused. But when I got there, the place was full. There was about 200 people there, and I'm like, all right, okay. And they've got something on all day, every day.
Oh, here we go. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
There's not a lot of charities like it, and the work they do is fantastic, and I'm actually really proud and honoured to be a part of it, a small part of it. If it's just me going singing and entertaining them for an hour or two, it really makes my day. And what they do is just fantastic.
Hello, Sally. A big cheer for the Golden Friendships.
Jim's always on the go, mentally especially. He's always thinking of things, you know. We're sitting watching a telly quietly and this idea will have came into his head, something else to do in the club, either fundraising or to help the club members.
I can categorically say behind every great man there is a great woman, and I'm a very fortunate man. That's it. Cut.
Did you get your nails done, Jen?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, lovely. Did you get yours done? Oh, lovely. You excited for tonight?
Yes.
Yes, it'll be good, won't it? In July 22, we had our first members' grand ball, which was amazing. It became apparent pretty quick. A lot of our members had never been to a prom or a grand ball. There was 2 girls there, Jennifer and Ashley. They were so excited all week. They wanted to actually start the dancing off.
Agnes and Molly want me to dance with them as well, so I need to give them a dance too.
You sure do, yeah, yes.
Otherwise they might not talk to me again.
And Thomas and Jake's have got their suits?
Yes.
That's good.
That's if they turn up.
Why would they not? Why would they not?
Because, I don't know.
No,
But-
I know.
But they did say if they turn up, so we'll see if they come or not.
They're just plain hard to get. Just ignore
That's
them.
men for you.
It is, isn't it? Yes. She's looking absolutely fabulous. Should we go and get your photo taken in front of the flower wall?
Yeah.
Before he gets too busy and all them guys want
Yeah.
a photo with you?
Yeah.
Right, come on then. Watch. Stop, stop, stop.
Right, Karen, just keep walking.
Right, which way? Watch the door, Jim. Right, where do you want this?
We just take it round that corner to the front of the door.
Right, okay.
Right,
Is that straight?
that was made for me.
You think?
All the hard work's now over.
Mm-hmm.
And let's... Washing bags,
I've got dirty feet.
like that.
Mm-hmm. That's it, you in the middle, I'll stay at the side.
Okay, we're ready to party.
Who is that man there? Very nice. And your haircut as well. Don't look at him.
I thought you were a kiss and tell merchant. Never did. That's between me and you. Never, don't tell my wife, you get away.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I never kissed her.
Has Jim Mclaren seen you?
Yeah, he did.
Did he recognise you? Oh, you're stunning, you're beautiful. So you're looking forward to tonight then? Yeah. Going to give us some dancing? Yes. Oh, yes. And have you done it? Good? Oh, you look beautiful. How are you? Good, thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
When I came in and I saw my beautiful girlfriend, she looks absolutely beautiful and stunning for the night. And I'm very surprised that this suit actually still fits me in a way, because the reason I'm wearing this suit because it reminds me from the day when my brother and his girlfriend Natasha, when they had their first baby, and this was the suit that would make me remind them a lot recently.
Well, basically it's going to be our first dance. Me, Thomas, Jake and Ashley are going to lead the first dance, so like, it's going to be a good night.
Cam, it's Cam's birthday day. Guess what I got her for her birthday? Never mind your diamonds, or your fancy clothes, designer labels, or your holidays. I got her a dood-de-roo. You're in the empty toilet roll holders and you go dood-de-roo. I gave her one of them. How many men have gave their wife one of them? I like to be different. And she appreciated it, didn't you, Cam? Cam, what was the sound it made? Cam, what was the noise it made? No, it was louder than that.
Jim said it. That was it, yeah.
Right, last prize.
This is like the first time I've been to something like this.
Thank you to all the staff and everyone involved to bringing this amazing night.
They all look lovely, and it's so the atmosphere and everything in the place. It's just magic.
Aye, there's a lot of music on and that, and I'm enjoying it. And I got my dinner, chicken and potatoes and that. I enjoyed it.
Dinner
I really
was
enjoyed my
brilliant.
dinner.
Dinner was awesome.
It was absolutely lovely.
The best chefs, honestly, best chefs.
Absolutely
Big shout
brilliant.
out to Martin and Trish as always. I've really enjoyed the meal, but the beef was absolute the way I like it, and it's just lovely the way I love it. I haven't got a date, but I'm trying to get a date though.
Tonight, this is our first ball, and we've had 2 girls in here today getting all done up in the club, and we'd like to invite them up the floor. Jennifer and Ashley, could you just come up the floor, please? And they're going to be accompanied to do the first ever dance at the Grand Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your night, and thanks everybody for coming. Shuggy, all yours, pal.
Thanks very much, Jim. This is a cheer.
Just happy from start to finish.
Yeah, it felt like
A bit emotional.
new memories or something, and then it felt like you've been doing dancing like for a while recently, and then it just feels like amazing to have new memories.
Bobby. He make me so bad. So funny. He's cute. He's dumpy. Like a pup. He's a drama. He's a good actor.
You're going to be a police detective, right? Right, okay, let's get this set up.
I think Bobby's contribution to the whole thing is absolutely nothing, to be honest. I'm kidding on. Bobby, right, where do we start? He's always DJing, he's hosting, he's dancing with them, he's playing pool with them, he's making sure somebody's all right. He's such a huge part of it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Monday fitness is, I always say to folk, I go, look, see if you've had a stressful weekend and somebody's been doing your nutting. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come along to me and just punch me on these mitts, you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll get all your stress out, and then you're not taking it out on anybody else. You come down, punch Bobby for an hour. 7, 8, 9. We absolutely love it. And I've got some of the folk in my class and all that. I'd put them up to batter some professional boxers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just so glad I'm still standing up. Oh, that's the most I've took to the round cage ever. Oh, right, yeah, it's all you. Right, I'll let you have. Since it's your birthday, right? I always say to people, if you find a job you like, you'll never work again. I'm in that because I'm so lucky. I get to see my gran nearly every single day. My dad's my boss.
Dad, I'm sorry, right? Can I just say something? You go sit your arse.
My mum's my boss as well, and I don't know what I would do if it wasn't like this because I'm pure attached to the hip. This works out very well, and my fiancée Caitlin, she does any wee bits to help out and all that. It just makes me feel like I'm completely at home, and I just feel so overwhelmed and happy to be part of such an amazing thing.
This is where the anti-mauling, that's it.
It is. No, the night. No, this is for the GFX bad boys. Yeah. Right. Here we go. The GFX. This is the latest thing that we've had on. The young lad that we've got on doing it, Lewis, he couldn't be any better. He's an up-and-coming DJ.
So we're just getting set up now for the party of the century. And basically it's going to be me first, then it's Bobby, then we'll just see what happens.
Who's this?
Oh, nah.
I'm his sound man.
Aye.
I'm actually his dad.
Aye. So he's my roadie, and he'll be here for the setting up bit, but then you're going to listen to it.
Yes. See it, maybe put it up a wee bit more just so I can see, but I think when I was doing support work, the first year that I started doing it, my office pulled me in to have a review. I always constantly overthinking, worrying. And I spoke to my manager, and she said, do you think that you could have ADHD? And she was reading this questionnaire to see if you thought you could have ADHD, and I can't pass it in my life. But see, this ADHD test, I've passed every single question with flying colours, and it was for everybody will say, oh, how do you feel? And I was relieved, because my brain goes a million per hour, and I sometimes have quite intrusive thoughts and X, Y, and Z. But this gave me like some form of closure to go, like, wait a minute, you're a bit crazy, but at least you know you're like, do you know what I mean? In a good way. It's like it made me not think the bad of myself now. Lewis has he's always talking about these moving heads, and I'm no good with terminology and all that, so I genuinely, apparently this is a kind of like a moving head. I thought it was going to be like actual like ghosts, like moving heads. I was genuinely thinking it was something to do with like Halloween and that. So, aye, you learn something new again every day. I've learnt a lot. Got a lot of the younger team coming through, and they like all the bang bang, the bouncy music and all that, and all the rave stuff, techno, that kind of part. And I couldn't tell you how proud I am of Lewis. I'm going to say this to you now, right? But he's probably actually got a better music taste than me, and I'll never tell him that, ever tell him that to his face. Do you know what I mean? But with all the music and that he's got, I said you need to get a big massive crowd so you can give the whole here we go part. That's his favourite line. You know what I mean?
Jim, now that Golden Friendships has grown so big, do you get stressed out?
I try and not get stressed out, but it can become stressful at times, and there's times where I feel I'm on the ball, but other people will point out that I'm not. So maybe I just don't like to admit it, I'm not sure. But it can become overwhelming at times. But I've got a great team behind me, and that's what always keeps me good. I really try to focus on the positives and deal with the here and now at all times. Tonight, Red Ramp events, it's hard to tell anybody that there's always a story behind everything. For example, I wear odd socks every day, and some people laugh and some people are not interested, but the odd person say, why do you wear odd socks? And I'll say, because it reminds me of the Down syndrome kids out there that once a year they have a daft sock day, so I wear odd socks every day, just to remind me of them. They're special at in my life. The red ramp, the old story, how did the chicken cross the road? The answer now is a lot easier than somebody in a wheelchair. I never had a clue how difficult it was for people in wheelchairs to get about, to access everything in life that I do normally. And I really wanted to be involved in something that helped them in a much bigger way. And they decided in Red Ramp events, a venue where we could make it very comfortable for them in their own venue, and they wouldn't need to worry about booking it or getting in, or is there enough spaces, or is there toilet facilities. It's quite an emotional day, to be honest. I've not slept all night. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't think I can.
Yeah, it's 24/7, constant phone calls, and he's got a lot of people around him that he talks to. A lot of steam, you know, but it's a passion. I often say this to him, it's a passion for Jim that nobody else here, we could all be dedicated and be hard workers, but we don't see it like a passion, which is from day one has been his passion and commitment.
What? All right.
Is it going to fit?
5 years we've been doing this, and this is the final thing. Everything's done. The last piece of it, will it fit? Give me that.
Take that as an eye.
For a standing ollie thing. Please, please, please.
Look at that.
Okay.
I mean, it's up a wee touch, but it's all right.
The world's first red ramp carpet is now down.
Amazing. Brilliant.
You're part of history.
Thank you.
So you ready? Bring the sunshine all the while.
Within seconds, you can become disabled. Accident, whatever, illness. The Golden Friendships, if that happens, is a place that can take you out of probably what's your worst place in the world.
It's amazing tonight because this is the first one. It's a way of thanking everyone that's contributed, whether it's been financially or support through volunteering. It's a way of thanking them.
I've been here before to do a radio package, and what gets me every time is coming here and you see a hall full of people, and there can be all manner of people who need help and friendship, and they get it here. And I was here last Thursday and I could not believe what I saw. But this charity does that. There are people in wheelchairs, people with learning disabilities, bingo, karaoke. It is utterly fantastic. It's in a bad old world, it makes you feel good about people.
We're grateful for what you have done for across Clydebank, Dumbarton and the Vale of Leven and the villages, because what you have achieved is you have actually saved lives during the pandemic.
This was probably the first big opportunity to say, on behalf of the entirety of West Dumbartonshire, thank you very much. Thank you for everything that you've done and everything that you continue to do. And you know, it's an early day motion. It's laid before the House of Commons. It will be there for eternity. It's a national recognition through Parliament about what our community is able to achieve, and this is the gold standard of what communities can do.
Do you want me to introduce you and then you can walk in for here, or do you want to come up on the side? You come up the side then up.
I had no previous knowledge of the club and what they did, and especially the work. And Jim will say he's part of a team, right? And I know that Jim's very much at the front of that team. But it kind of shocked me because I'm kind of born and bred Glaswegian. I feel like I kind of know an awful lot what's going on in the city, but I didn't actually have a clue what was going on over here in Clydebank, and I know that tonight is a real night of celebration, especially after everything's been achieved, but I'm actually really excited because this is my first time attending one of these nights.
You are my sunshine.
You can't sing that. You can't sing that.
Let me see. You are so beautiful to me.
Right, serious, right?
Can't
sure.
you see?
Seriously. It was great seeing everybody coming in, and they're all up for it and excited, and they're all complimenting us on how well dressed the room is, and it's just fabulous.
It's been worth it. It's been worth all the effort. I've not got the words. It's fabulous. Really fabulous.
It's changed my life, this club. Great people, great staff, great volunteers. I couldn't have asked to be in a better club. I really couldn't.
I actually been here and now I actually got a girlfriend into it.
Come along. If you don't like it, you don't have to come. But if you do like it, come and join the rest of us.
Without the Golden Friendship, a lot of people with disabilities would be living in isolation. They definitely would still be isolated, and they would be the forgotten people.
There's a lot more people out there that maybe don't know about the club yet, that should know about the club, that should come to the club and experience what we have all experienced.
Jim's going to have to branch out and hopefully go to other communities and take his, take his blueprint of how this has been achieved and help other towns and cities. First of all, Glasgow and Scotland, and then you never know, maybe it can go wider.
I can see it going on and on forever, and it's hard to imagine it getting better, but it's going to. It's going to keep on forever because it's too good.
Very well. Is this how you sing it? You've got a friend in me.
No.
No?
No.
What am I doing wrong? How do you do it?
You got a friend in me.
Well, let me try that.
You got a friend in me.
Hey, can I try it?
Yeah.
You've got a friend.
No.
No.